Hello, my friends. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Susanna.
Hi, Abram.
Today, we will be discussing, can emotions be manipulated? Good topic. I'll hand it over to Susanna.
Thank you, Abram. We say it every day. This makes me feel a certain way. This makes me feel happy. You're making me feel blah, blah, blah. We all say it. And it's kind of a worn out phrase, I guess. You can't make anyone feel a certain way. Today we're going to kind of close the gap on this saying, and if someone can really manipulate your emotions. And we all know that we are responsible for our emotions and our responses and our reactions. However, it kind of absolves the other person when they say, I can't make you feel a certain way, or someone can't make you feel a certain way. It kind of absolves that other person from any responsibility of how they're acting and how they're relating to you. So this has always been something that has made me feel a little uncomfortable. So there are manipulative people out there. And just as a matter of course, we get manipulated every day. We get manipulated by the advertising industry, the pet industry, the metaphysical industry, the death industry. We get manipulated every which way. And especially in the advertising industry, they prey upon our fears and what might happen to us and how they can fix it, or what we are missing in our own lives and how they can fulfill that need, just to sell you something. So it's important, I believe, that we understand not only ourselves and truly understand our emotions and how we react and respond to people and other people's manipulations, especially people who don't have our best interests at heart, and how we can recognize what's happening. So we all have our wounds, we have our triggers, predictable behaviors, and responses based on our experiences. So we will respond in certain ways because of experiences that we've had in our life. And this could be from an abusive home life, narcissistic parents, teachers, religious leaders, cult leaders, you name it. So a lot of our patterns subconsciously, because of these triggers and wounds that we have, create patterns in our life. And there are people out there who recognize another person's vulnerabilities, their wounds, and how they can be taken advantage of. And so, is there a difference, Abram, between, yes, we are responsible for our emotions, we are responsible for all that we create, but what about the circumstances where we are vulnerable, we don't quite know what our emotions are or how to deal with them, or the awareness of how someone else might be taking advantage of us?
First of all, let us back up a bit.
Okay, that was a lot.
Absolutely. But they are good points, my friend. Of all the people and companies and corporations and businesses that manipulate people, don't forget governments. They are master manipulators. People are told, and you probably know this by now, people are told how to talk, when not to talk, what to say, what not to say, what clothing to wear, when to eat, what school to go to, what religion to practice, and all the rest. Your government has a tight grip on your emotionality. All of you. Even though it seems as though you are not affected by manipulation, you are. Now, this goes all the way back to childhood. How were you brought up? Were you brought up in, as Susanna said, an abusive home or a very loving home? Parents are supposed to know everything. They are always supposed to be right, all-knowing and right all the time. So the child believes that. If the parent tells the child, "You are such a good child, you are brilliant," that child will grow up and mature, knowing, for the most part, his or her emotionality. If the child is told, "That was bad, you did a bad thing, you are bad," as many children are told, the child will grow up and mature with patterns of ill emotions taking place within him or her. Should someone be with that now grown up, and say something derogatory or offensive, or slander the person in one way or another way, the old pattern will kick in. Well, I am bad. I'm a bad person. I am not worthy. I am not worth it. I am not worth anything. This individual has no understanding, or very little understanding, of his or her emotions. The child, now adult, who was told he or she was brilliant, will have a grasp on his or her emotions, but not really understand them 100%. You need to understand, and I have gone over this countless times with people, there is a power to every emotion. Love, joy, sorrow, sadness, hate, and all the rest. Anxiety, and all the rest. There is a power in and to every emotion. Anger has a definite power. Joy has a definite power. Love has a power. Hate has a power. The power is the same. The power is you. You have the power over your emotionality. If you are in the throes of, as an example only, anger or frustration, key in on the power, not the label, anger or frustration. Those are judgments. Key in, feel the power, and function with that power. You might just find that suddenly that power is bringing you strength. Strength to understand your emotions more, and to understand that, yes, you have command over your emotions, even though people will try to intimidate you and change how you feel to suit them. And those people who do that, who manipulate other people, those people are, let me put it this way and be blunt, lost in their own emotionality, because they do not understand their emotions, so they take it out on other people. This happens all the time. It has happened to you watching this video in your lifetime. Happens and happened and will happen to everyone. So what to do? First of all, understand that you are not at the mercy of anyone or anything. You are your own individualized person. What does that do for you to understand that? It gives you and brings you the right to feel any way you want to feel. You do not have to feel any certain way because of what someone did or said to or about you. Try this the next time someone tries to manipulate your emotions to maybe make you feel bad or guilty about something. Try this and see how it works for you. As they attack you, listen to them. When they are done, smile at them and say thank you and walk away. That is all you have to do. The person will be stunned. What do you mean, thank you? I just attacked you. This is what he or she will be thinking. You, on the other hand, will be walking away with having pride in yourself, knowing that you are not allowing anyone or anything to change how you want to feel about yourself. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel in all situations? I can answer that for you. You want to feel in charge of all situations. How can you be in charge of all situations? Situations are different. There are good ones, there are bad ones, lousy ones, creepy ones, and all the rest. Be in charge of all situations by knowing your emotions, number one. And number two, by knowing that when you key in on the power of the emotion that you are feeling, it changes. The foundation of the emotion changes, and you can have it become any other emotion you would like. When there is someone in your life that you might hate, feel the power of hate. Imagine it being a love power. I'm not telling you to love those people, not love everyone in your life. That is kind of, as you say, impossible to do that. Because you think that way, you believe that way. But you will be able to give that individual love. You don't have to love that person, but you can give that person your love. That in itself will change how that person functions in his or her life and lifetime. So, know yourself by understanding that you create, here we go again, the old saying, you create your reality with your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs. Emotions create patterns. Patterns create beliefs. If you have a belief that is not serving you, the easiest way to change a belief or break a pattern is to begin practicing a new pattern. And it can be anything you would like it to be. That becomes a new belief. Well, I am not good at that. I am just not good. That is a pattern. And people practice that over and over again. They think they are not good because they have been told that as a child, and by their friends, and religion, and government, and all the rest. Instead, practice, I can do that. This is not hard at all. I'm good enough to do that. Of course I am. Practicing that will change the pattern. And it takes practice. Because people are tightly bound to their patterns and their emotions and their beliefs. And those can all be changed if and when people want to change them. So that is what I have to say at this time. Thank you.
While you were saying that, I was having visions of someone going home for the holidays. And let's say this person, as an adult, is successful in their career. They have deep and loving friendships and maybe a loving personal relationship. They've done a lot of inner work, maybe gone to therapy and recovered from a home life and the way that they were brought up. And let's say they don't have a lot of contact with a parent or both their parents, but they're kind of obligated to go home for the holidays. So they're having this wonderful life. They've done their inner work. They're feeling good. They're secure. and everything is going well. They go home and they have a mother or a father that within a half an hour, excuse me, can reduce them to a puddle of insecurity and feeling like they're right back to when they were a little kid. Now, does that mean that even though this person has done all of this work, is living a wonderful life and feeling good about themselves, and they get back to a parent that can reduce them to that, does that mean that that belief about themselves is still roaming around inside of them?
Yes. But what the person can do is, this is if they want to. And I think everyone wants to do this. Highly successful, making a lot of money, a lot of good friends, have a position in society, go home for the holidays, and your parents start in on you. Listen to them. Let them flap their lips. You know what I mean. Let them spout it out. You know what I mean. Listen to them. Look them in the eyes. When they are done, say, I love you. It is so good to be home for the holiday. You will see a change in them. By not buying into that belief that still roams around inside of you. And you will be changing that belief just by doing that also. Very simple thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Abram.
Absolutely.
I don't have any more questions.
No more questions? All right. Then I have one thing to say. All of you, look at yourselves. As I see you, and I am not flattering you, I do not do that. I tell people what they need to hear. And you need to hear that as I see you, I see a beautiful, handsome, brilliant individual. This is how I see you, because I see your energy. Get in touch with your energy a bit more. Use meditation. Use yoga. Practice yoga. Tai Chi and all the rest. Or simply look at yourself in the mirror, smile at yourself looking into your eyes, and say, I love you. And go about your day. You will be surprised at how that one little thing can change everything in your life. Thank you, Susanna.
I love you, Abram.
I love you also. I love all of you. Enjoy your day. Be brilliant. Be beautiful. Be handsome and all the rest. And command your emotions. It is your right. And we will see you again. Thank you for joining us.